Appreciate your attempts at professionalism, but the reality is, friends, Happy New Year's Eve and Happy New Year. Well, it's New Year's Eve right now. Happy New Year from Bozeman House, because that's when you'll catch this video. But my two friends are here visiting, and there's some hijinks going on behind the camera. I've got the broken tripod propped up on a log, and I feel like it's just more interesting to keep it real than it is to portray this image of, sanctimonious meditative power, because really for me, this next year is about organization, discipline, but in the goal of creating more joy and laughter in life. That's the kind of freedom that I want through discipline. And in order to go anywhere, the first thing is to orient yourself so that you have a clear path towards your goals. Sometimes those goals are material and exterior, and sometimes those goals are interior, and it's the interior work that enables the exterior progress. So in modern life, we have to do all those things at the same time. So what I would invite you to do, what I am inviting you to do with me for the next 5 or 10 minutes is a meditation called the Wheel of Achievement for Goal Setting, in which you use your body as a compass and directions that surround you to orient yourself in the center of your circumstances. So this is a moment to please close your eyes so that you can engage the power of your imagination. Put your tongue on the roof of your mouth and breathe through your nose, simultaneously lightly and deeply, which means down. Organize your body on a plumb line. Tilt your pelvis so that you're sitting in front of your sitting bones, whether you're sitting in a chair or on the floor. And put yourself on a plumb line from the universe, through the crown of your head, through the center of your body, all the way down into the center of the earth. You're now at a 90-degree angle relative to the earth, and you're like an antenna. Insight is available through practice. And so mistakes are actually great buoys on the somewhat rough at times path towards clear vision. Keep your breath through your nose, tongue on the roof of your mouth. And in the eye of your mind, image that above you is north. So right above you, over the top of your head, north. In many metaphysical traditions, north is a place where you receive divine information from the universe. It's like grace from above. Now imagine that you spin the wheel of time forward. So it's like the wheel rolls forward and you hit east directly in front of you, like straight out from your heart center. East is imaged as the future. So it's forward progress, momentum, action. Spin the wheel again and find your underpinning. Underneath you is south, your creative fire, desire, and willpower. Spin the wheel again and reach the middle back point of your body at west. So the sun sets in the west, put your past behind you, let the past fall off your back, image autumn leaves descending as the seasons change. And feel yourself in the center of this spherical compass, north above you, east in front of you, south below you, west behind you. And come back up to the top of your head at north and orient yourself again on a plumb line so that you're at a 90-degree angle relative to the earth. And then move slightly backwards to northwest at the top back of your head. So it's like the goals and dreams in the back of your mind. And while you're in the back of your mind, search around in there for a goal for 2024. I'm thinking a lot about goals recently and resolutions, and I've come to the realization that for me, it's more impactful to resolve to create habits that lead to successes as opposed to limiting certain behaviors or just purely setting goals. So like, I might know something that I want to do. What is a habit that I can create that will help me get to that place? But right now we're just at Northwest, top back of the head, where you set a goal. And then as you reflect on your goal, roll the wheel of time forward so you're above yourself at the top of your head at north. And this is where you ask for grace. So whatever grace means to you, ask for the grace that you'll need to complete your goal. And you can reflect on this and think about like what type of grace might be essential given that there are going to be inherent challenges in the path that you're going to take towards your goal. So sometimes it can be useful to have some foresight and think about like what could get in my way and what type of grace will I need to deal with that particular challenge. Spin the wheel forward to northeast. So this is like third eye. So it's your third eye developed vision. Like, see the future, see it happening, see the potential of completing your goal. All this, like with your eyes closed, to use your imagination and keep yourself in the center of your circumstances, moving in each direction that will allow you to continue to progress. So really to go in one direction, you kind of have to go in every direction, because to do one thing, you have to do everything. And now spin the wheel forward to east, which is directly in front of you, and reflect on one simple first step that you can take in the direction of the goal that you set at northwest. Like, just get the ball rolling. And then roll the wheel forward to southeast, which is like the front of your hips. So this is like how you walk forward in life, with your first floor underneath you, which gives you strength, structure, stability, and allows you to have a vision on the horizon instead of looking down at your feet. So physically, like when your hips are underneath you and you can walk efficiently, then you can keep your chin up. So this is where you develop willpower, willingness, willfulness. All of these things are essential to achieve anything in life, because sometimes it's real easy to set a goal, get excited, but there's a degree of willfulness and willpower that's required to have the stamina in order to keep going, because times get tough. And now spin the wheel forward again and hit due south, so right underneath you at your perineum, in the center of your base, the inception point of the channel of your spine, or in yoga terms, there's a channel called Sushumna Nadi that runs up and down your spine and begins at that base, the center of your center. So this is where you come back to your creative fire and your why. Like, why do you want this goal? And the more clear you are in your why, and the more that you check back in with your why, the more stamina you'll have to complete your goal. Spin the wheel again so that you're at southwest, which is like your lower back, sacrum, and all the area that holds your kidneys and adrenals, which can get tight and acute. It's like having too much coffee and becoming a little too sharp, and then you get a little too frustrated. So breathe down into your lower back in a gentle way and develop patience and forgiveness which is a skill that you have to practice over and over and over again, because patterns don't know if they're positive or negative for you, but we are attracted to patterns. It's very easy to get caught in a negative loop. So there's a degree of vigilance and patience and forgiveness that you have to repeat over and over to support yourself, to nourish yourself, so that when you get pulled by the tides of your own moon, you can sail. Roll the wheel forward again and hit due west. So this is, the back of your heart. And reflect. So when the sun sets, it's time to reflect on the day. The west is behind you. Take a moment to reflect and allow whatever arrives through the stimulus of the word reflection to simply pass through the sky of your mind as you observe. Spin the wheel again to northwest and come back to your goal. And know that each day is a little odyssey, and you have to continue to spin the wheel of time and check back in with each point, just like right before recording this video, we went to the barn and carried a bunch of wood, and it's not the last time that I'll go to the barn and get wood, because no matter how far you go, you still have to take care of your primitive needs each day, and no matter how far you get along in the process towards your goal, there will be new challenges. So one more time, go back up to north, ask for grace. Go to northwest at your third eye, develop vision. Right in front of you, east, your heart center, take a step forward, lead with your heart. Southeast, at the front of your pelvis, be willful, have willpower and willingness. Go underneath yourself to south, your creative fire. Strike the match again so you remember the power of productivity and peace in equal parts. Spin the wheel to southwest behind you at your sacrum. Develop patience. Take a breath and embody the feeling of patience. It's like a sweet light that you run through your body, nourishing yourself, telling yourself, it's going to be okay. We're going to get there. Spin the wheel to west behind you where you reflect. Learn the lessons of the past and continue to turn your steering wheel towards a good future, because you can't change the past, but you can use it to help change your trajectory. Come up to northwest again, back to your goal. Reconnect to your breathing with your tongue on the roof of your mouth and your belly relaxed. Feel the sensation of your breath moving to your physical circumference, like right to the point where it feels like it's almost going to come out the edges of your skin. Exhale softly back to center without losing awareness of circumference. Let all the visualization go. And for just a few moments, be at peace with being still and quiet and doing almost nothing. Man, it's sweet to be alive. swallow. And when you're ready, slowly open your eyes. Thanks for joining me from wherever you are. Deeply appreciate everyone and anyone that I've had the opportunity to connect with through these practices and through my work. And I thank you for you, and hope to connect, whether online or in person, this year. Let's have a great 2024. Peace.